And today we are in Harborview. It is windy, it is hot, but the heat is carried out through this Airbnb. It's an all-suite Airbnb, not ensuite, all-suite Airbnb. What do I mean by that? I mean perfectly self-contained suites that will have everything in that particular suite for your comfort. Follow me, let's elaborate on that. So welcome to my Airbnb for a day. You know what's the most wonderful thing that you can do when you have an Airbnb? You make your visitors, your guests, feel welcome. Remember, it is a home away from home. So follow me inside. Let's see what's going on. I am inspired. This is what you'd call the Caribbean aesthetic. You walk in and you have the knockdown technique on the wall. So that's what? Texture. Then the wall to my right is very textured with like a sledge stone, a form of the sledge stone tile. So that brings in texture. Again, the color of the walls now, it is harvest yellow. So imagine now you have the harvest yellow on the knockdown walls. And then in the room, which is adjoining, what do we have there again? Pumpkin colored walls. So not only do you have the texture, you have the warm tones of the Caribbean. Now, without vision, the people shall do what? Perish. So the owner of this particular space rents the rooms as all suites, not ensuite, all suites, and they are self-contained. Out here now, in this space, it's like you go to a hotel, a boutique hotel, and you have the common areas. So out here now, this would be your common area. You have your kitchen, you have your living space, and then you have your dining room, right? So therefore, if you have company over, this is where your lobby would be. What she has done is do a chocolate brown on the sectional. And you know, sectionals are what you would have, they maximize space. Then you have the textured wall here. So you have the focal point. And then you have over here now, you have a wonderful cinnamon colored accent chair. Again, in a very soft and plush fabric, but hardy, because you are not decorating for yourself, you are decorating for your guests, and you don't really know or can control how your guests are going to treat the space. So you have to make sure that you put really great pieces and performance pieces in the space. All right, so follow me over to the dining space now, and we're going to talk about that. So here we are in the dining space. We were in the harvest room before with the harvest colored walls. Now we have the pumpkin over here. And it is such a great match up with the rhythm and the flow of this space. Another thing that took us so wonderfully into this space is we have another feature wall over here. And this is of this textured slate stone tile. So here it is over here. We have please turn off the lights, AC, and lock the door when leaving. Visitors are notorious for leaving the lights on and the AC burning all day. By the time you think that you have earned a lot and you have a lot of bookings and so on, all of that money will go to JPS because of the AC and the lights that have been burning. All right, so here is what has happened. What they have done so expertly is to do a tray ceiling along with recessed lighting and then the LED strips for added ambience. It is great. It is amazing. It is striking. So in this space, remember I talked about the focal wall over there, which is now, in a direct flow with the focal wall in the living room, right? So now you have the repetition and the rhythm and the flow of the space. All right, cool. On the right wall, when you enter, there is a composition. What the homeowner has expertly done, she's done two pieces of art that looks the same, and then she has this nice chest here, and on top, a beautiful composition of object art. You understand? So here, the other thing now that is really wonderfully what she has done, she didn't put any crystal or nothing here, So therefore, it is hardy, it is performance pieces, but they look great. All right, next up are the bedrooms. Follow me. Hey there, welcome to the red room. This is where it happens. It is hot, It is passionate. Yes, honeys, we are going to get it on in here. All right, so enough about my theatrics. Here's the thing. You know, before I've always said, listen, if you're going to be doing your room, red is a color that you need to stay away from. But that is if you're doing your room. When it comes to hotels, Airbnbs, all bets are off. I have noticed that in every entry door in this particular Airbnb, they have smart locks. It means that the owner is thinking. She's on it. She's on it. We have this red room, right? And it is fabulous. What she's done, of course, the accent wall in red. So that now sets the tone for the room. Then she has come right down on the bed to accents of red with gray with off-white, and then put the throw on the bed as well. The throw on the bed is red and it has textured. On the other side now of the wall, so the whole room is not just red enough, but the red now, you remember, is a very strong and powerful color. So you have to do it in doses because it's hot, it's exciting, and it is passionate. This is like the Valentine room. So over here now, on the other wall, it is what you would say a juxtaposition, is like an off-white or a banana color. It has a little bit of cream going on in there, almost like a gardenia. And that is just fabulous with this red wall. So remember I told you before that these are all suites. Honeys, here's what they did in here. You know what's behind me? A self-contained kitchen net. So if you are in the suite, you understand, you don't necessarily have to get up out of your bed and walk barefooted to the kitchen. You just walk barefooted to the kitchenette. So welcome to my kitchenette, where we have a red microwave. You see what I'm talking about? This continuity, this flow, and the repetition of the space. So when you need to have a space that just flows correctly, what you can do is take just one color from one space and carry it through to the other space, right? If the other space for this instance is the kitchenette. So what is a kitchenette? All it is base cabinetry, top cabinetry. We have a small under-the-counter refrigerator and a microwave. So if you want to warm up something, if you want to make some tea or whatever the case is, you can do it here. But main cooking and so on would be in the outer spaces, the common areas. And remember I said ensuite and all suite, two different things. An all suite is self-contained. They can come in here and this is where you're gonna live. You don't need to go on the outside, for anything, because everything that you need is in the space, right? And I am amazed. It is just so wonderful because you know what? It is forward thinking. And you know what? You'll make a little bit more money. Here we are in the bathroom, honeys. Okay, and this is where the action really heats up. Remember outside? We have main colors going on. It's the same thing in here. So when it comes to the tiling, everything is pretty much consistent. Same colors, same patterns, and it goes through the space. Now, remember I always said a bathroom is a bathroom is a bathroom. Here are the things that I need you to do, even in your own home right now. Say you want to update your bathroom or renovate your bathroom, refresh your bathroom, whatever you want to call it. Here are some of the things that you need to do. Shower screen. You don't need anymore a shower enclosure with these sliding glass doors. You don't need it. When the water splashes, it really splashes 36 inches, right? And you walk in. An instant update is a shower screen. Another instant update is, I don't know if you know this, but the external shower body. You know why it is wonderful? Because if it is that your cartridge goes bad, you don't have to break the entire wall to fix. You just fix the piping itself on the outside, and that is fabulous. So here it is in our red bathroom. Follow me. I'm going to show you some things today, honey. Yes, yes. So my darlings, we just came out of the red room, the passionate room where the action happens. And now we've touched down in the romantic room. This room is all about pinks, mauves, heathers, soft whites, and a little bit of grays. It is wonderful. And also, point to note, you see all of the colors that I have just explained, right? We have a terracotta wall. And you know what? Everything goes. So what does that teach you? Don't be too matchy-matchy. Sometimes by surprise, things just go. You know why? Because of all the external elements that you have already. Remember, I talked about the homeowner doing a lot of the repetition of the tiles, of the colors in here. So you see, once she brings in now the terracotta of this wall, which remember reminds you of the pumpkin wall in the dining room, it just spoke to you when you come in, right? So here it is now. You have this beautiful bed setup, and it really is. It's inviting. It's like, just jump in, just dive in. But the colors are really nice, and it just makes you feel like a hug. It makes you feel like mommy. Mommy and grandma. That's how you feel. You feel the love when you walk into this room. And you have here seating. And I am pretty sure that this is a pull-out sofa. Right. So you can, if you have guests coming in, you can sleep here, you can sleep here. The room works. Now I want you to follow me over to the kitchenette area. So I'm in the kitchenette. You know what this reminds me of? Real back in the day used to say a rooming house, but this is the updated version of a rooming house. The genesis of Airbnbs began when if you had an extra room in your home, that is what you would do. You just rent it out. And then now we got fancier and fancier and fancier with the decor, with the elements and the offerings. So this home, I am telling you, is like the epitome of what good Airbnb is all about. You have the aesthetics. You have the signage, which is important. And let me just talk to you a little bit about signage. If you don't sign, if you don't tell people what you expect of them, no smoking or vaping in your space, then they're gonna say you didn't say it, so we didn't know how. We didn't know. You know what I'm saying? If you don't tell them turn off the lights, then they're just gonna burn the lights. Even if they still leave it on, at least there is a reminder when they walk in and they walk out. You know what I'm saying? All right. So in terms of the spaces now, and I hope this is an inspiration to you guys out there. It is, if you have a space and you're saying, okay, you want to do an Airbnb in your home, or you want to take a 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom, 5-bedroom home and turn it into all suites, then make sure that you think about the amenities, because it is the amenities that's going to improve your bottom line. In other words, make you the money that you want. Yeah. So this concludes our home tour for today in Harborview. Who would have thunk it? What does that tell you? That tells you that you can do an Airbnb any single where, every corner of the planet. Airbnb is giving. You know what I'm saying? All right, so what have we learned today? We've learned about the Caribbean aesthetic. We've learned about repetition. We've learned that if there is one color in a space or a focal wall with some texture, bring it over to the other space. We have learned that if you have an Airbnb, sign the thing. Let people know your boundaries and let people know what it is that you're expected of them. We learned as well that you can have a red hot room in an Airbnb. We also learned that you're not decorating for you, you're decorating for your client. So I really hope that you learned a lot, that you were inspired and motivated, especially if it is that you have the vision to start an Airbnb. See you next time.